Hey everybody, welcome aboard. It's the LL Sports Podcast with Jason Guarente, Jeff Reinhart here, LNP and Lancaster Online. Jason, it's supposed to be 90 on Thursday.
Spring is here, or we skipped it and went straight to summer,
Straight
one
to
or the
summer.
other.
Yeah, typical Lancaster County, Central PA weather. Foot of snow like a week ago, 90 on Thursday.
55 and overcast in a couple of days. It'll come, don't worry.
Okay, spring sports are really picking up. There's a playoff start in one of the sports on Friday. Playoffs. Say what? A lot to talk about and digest. Let's start with the Jeff Bradley Invitational track meet last Saturday at Hempfield. A lot of records fell and a lot of really cool names and numbers and distances and stuff. So what were your takeaways from that meet?
First of all, this is probably the biggest track and field event before the league championships that happens within the county.
Yes.
It's the only one where most of the top local athletes are there. Not all of them.
Not all, but I'm looking at
them.
Names, and these are some of the top kids.
So the sprints, Ella Petrosky of McCaskey and Briley Miller of CV had a photo finish at 11:95 that Petrosky won, both under 12 seconds. And we talked about last week how that's a magic number. So maybe Petrosky, who was second in the state last year, she's going to get pushed in the county, which usually a sprinter of her caliber can coast until districts. So that'll be good for her, and it'll be good for Briley Miller, who's looking like one of the great ones as well. I mean, she ran the 200 in 24:91, which is top 5 in the state. That got overlooked because of the great race in the 100, but you're cracking 25 seconds in the 200. You are picking them up and putting them down. So.
Answer me this. They both clocked 11.95.
Yeah.
How does Petrosky get gold?
Well, they must have had a picture, and she was slightly it probably went farther down in decimal points would be my guess.
Which we love. We love the decimal points. Okay. Yeah, and Miller, you said, ran the 24.9 and the 2. That was a Bradley record.
Yeah, top 5 in the state.
That's really good.
That's a medal stand.
I cover Briley in basketball. JV kid, plays a little varsity, and I didn't know she was a sprinter kid. And now that I think back, watching her play basketball, she ran and ran and ran like jackrabbit stuff.
Both these girls are sophomores, too.
That's scary.
There's a long way to go here. You don't always get better when you're that fast, that young, but there's definitely some time here for them to put up some crazy numbers.
And how many times over the years do we see in sprints and in swimming where freshman year, like you peak, like you win a state championship and then we never hear from the kid again.
On girls' side especially.
On girls' side. Do you fear that with Briley and
Ella?
No,
because they're so extraordinary. And they're both dedicated to the craft. I think they're going to keep getting lower. Like Petrosky was in the low 12s, and she got down to 11.7 something last year. So she just shows you that there's more in the tank there.
Must be. What else did you like from that meet?
Well, Vivian Salerno won the 800 in 2:11.61. That's tied for the best in the state. That's really good. And if you get under 210, you're really in special territory.
So she's close.
She's close. She's also a sophomore.
My God. Does she get overlooked the smidge? She's doing great stuff, but everybody mentions Ella first. But
there's just so many great track athletes right now because we haven't even gotten into Cadell Howard and who the Cedar Crest girl who did not compete at the Jeff Bradley, but there's just so much of a shadow there that Vivian might get overlooked, but she won the 800 in the league as a freshman. So
that's impressive.
She was no secret. Everybody knew she was coming. The other really good time was Tia Logan in the 300 hurdles. Yeah. 44.97.
That's moving.
That's a PR by about a second, which is
a lot.
Yeah,
a second is like in a turn. That's 2 steps.
That puts her around 8th in the state. So that's another state medal level performance. And you got to remember, it's only mid-April, so there's a lot of time to get these numbers down.
Wow! And I did see Miller help CV girls win the 4x1, 48-47, another Bradley record. Yeah. Look what Miller did in one meet.
Yeah, they got a great collection of sprinters there, and she's one of them. But yeah, they've had some really good relays in recent years.
That's impressive. The other number that jumped out at me, Sophia Rivera, the thrower from Ephrata, who just continues to do great stuff. She set the discus record, 148. won. Tell us about Miss Rivera.
You've
seen her, talked to her.
Oh, yeah. She was the 2-time state champ in the disc and in the shot last year.
Yeah.
148.1 is best in the state so far. Her PR's in the low 150s that she got, I think, after the PIAA season ended last year.
Okay.
But she's already basically at the numbers she was hitting at the PIAA level last season. But it's, again, 6 more weeks to go.
Surely. I would think that's going to go up.
Yeah,
she's going to crack 150.
It should.
Soon.
Disc is tricky, though. So you'll have a great day, and then you'll have a lousy day. You never know.
And you'll foul twice. And
and
something weird.
Just have to put one in there. But anything over the 145 is really good. And she could go back-to-back in 2 events at AAA level, which is pretty rare. So
big time.
Her shot put is in the 46 range, which is very good.
That's really good. Wonder if she can approach 50 this spring. That would be big.
Yeah, that would be all-time great territory.
Big time. The other track notable that stuck out this week for me, Mason Proke, great kid at Octorara, Jav 2052. So he's the 20th in league history to throw a 200.
I believe so. Yeah, anything over 200 is incredible. So, and that's the 20th in league history with both javelin specifications.
Mm-hmm.
If you go post 2021 or 2001, I think it was when they changed it, the number is much smaller. That's gotten to 200.
And he's been close this spring. He had like a 196 and a 198.
And he beat Elijah Hess at the Jeff Bradley.
Nice.
He was in the 190s. Elijah Hess was second, and that was kind of the big rivalry last year.
Yeah, big time. Those guys are going to push each other in a
Hess was the district champ.
So. Yeah, he was. Yeah, the throws have been really good. These sprinter kids are just wow. Jason, guess who plays softball?
One person?
One person. You know we're from hoops, man.
I'm going to say Nevaeh Kennedy.
Good guess.
Yeah.
What a great guess.
I was tipped on that one.
You were tipped. Nevaeh Kennedy, Lancaster Catholic basketball standout. Good egg. Great kid. She'll get 1,000 next year for the Crusaders. I'm reading Dave Burns' softball items the other day. And Nevaeh Kennedy came back out for the first time in 5 years. She hit a 2-run triple to Spark Catholic in their 10-0 win over Anvil Cleona. We talk about this every week, the multi-sport kids. I'm not stunned that she's hitting triples and homers for Catholic. I'm sure you're not.
No, I like this. She hasn't played for a while.
Yeah.
High school's short, and you don't have a ton of time to do what makes you happy and have fun. There's no reason you can't play in spring, even if you're a great basketball player. That's fine. I saw Karis Craver, the field hockey star, the best player in the county for sure, is playing lacrosse.
Oh, wow.
And she's not a lacrosse player, but she's a senior and she wants to try something different.
And she's got a nose for finding the goal.
And she wants to test herself athletically. I think that's great. And have fun with, I'm sure she has friends who play lacrosse.
Probably, yes.
I think you're never going to get this chance again. Once you're out of high school, this is it. This is when you can play serious organized sports.
Yeah, you don't want to regret it. I quit everything in 9th grade.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
and what do you think about that now?
I hate that I did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Why didn't I play? I loved playing baseball. I was a pretty good little baseball player, and then I quit in 9th grade. What did you do that for?
Youth is wasted on the young, right?
I know. Oi. Okay. Baseball. Anything good going on?
I'll go through real quick here with the section races. Yeah. Township's 4-0 and Cedar Crest is 3-1 in Section 1. Crest, coached by former Barnstormer Matt Knox.
Yes, that's right. He did play for the
relief
Stormers.
Pitcher on their 2006 championship team. They play Wednesday at Cedar Crest.
Okay.
So Crest needs that one to pull into a tie for first. Wednesday's just a loaded schedule. There's tremendous games. Section 2, it's LS, Solanco, and Warwick are all 3-1.
Oh, wow.
Solanco stunned LS and gave the Pioneers their only loss of the season. I believe they're 10-1 now, maybe 11-1. And Warwick mercy rolled Solanco yesterday.
Interesting.
So the section's kind of a mishmash. Here's what LS did in the span of a few games.
Go.
Brady Scranton pitched a 5-inning perfect game against Lebanon with 14 strikeouts.
Oh, man.
So 14 of the 15 outs were strikeouts. That's like Little League stuff.
That's crazy.
And then they pitched a no-hitter. I believe it was a 6-inning no-hitter against E-Town.
Whoa.
Like a game later. So 2 out of 3 games, they didn't allow a hit.
A hit.
And that was Cooper Hillen and Joel Weaver who pitched. Hillen had the first 5 innings of that game.
Interesting.
So Scranton is just
he's good.
stud pitcher. He's 20 innings pitched, 43 strikeouts.
Oh, my gosh.
So it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. I think LS is still
team to beat,
a considerable favorite. Okay. But Solanco and Warwick are fighting for that second spot.
They're both playing good.
Or potentially to tie for first and then get into the league playoffs, which is a big deal. Warwick at LS Wednesday. That's another great game.
Wow.
Section 3, Donegal and Mannheim Central, both 4-0. The best rivalry in the section.
There you go.
The two teams that shared the section title last season. So they're back at the top. Caleb Rupp hitting .464 for Donegal. He and Tommy Harriger are the top pitchers there. They play Wednesday at Melhorn Field in Mount Joy. Central's led by Clint Groff, who's hitting .406. Chase Book hitting .393.
Nice.
And their pitchers, Tanner Travitz and Colin Connolly, are their 1-2 starting pitchers. So the winner of that will be in first place and in the driver's seat for the section title. Both are in good position to make the league playoffs.
There you go.
And Section 4, Northern Lebanon.
And
2-game lead on the pack. They're still undefeated. They're 10-0. It looks like their section to lose at this point.
I saw you wrote about the Vikes the other day.
Yeah, I went to watch them play. They're really good. It's interesting because they're not great at a lot of sports right now on the boys' side. They've struggled in football. They've struggled in basketball, soccer. They barely won a game. But baseball's their thing. They're really good. They could win the district championship.
Nice.
They're the number 1 seed in Class 4A, and they've never even been to the final. So a real potential breakthrough.
Has the Gonzalez kid walked anybody in the last week or two?
Feels like 5 walks and high 40s and strikeouts, but they also, they have not hit at all.
Okay.
And they can hit. So if that ever clicks in, they're going to start stomping some teams.
It's cold up in Fredericksburg.
Yeah, it's about 5 degrees colder. It's like when you go to Hamburg for soccer, it's like 10 degrees colder than it is anywhere else in Berkston.
Oh, that's funny. Any other baseball standouts that caught your eye?
That's it. For the Wednesday's the big day.
Okay, sounds like it.
Yeah, we'll have Warwick LS will resolve potentially first place, and then the township can hold off Cedar Crest, and then the Central Donegal game. That's the game I'm going to.
Nice.
These teams don't like each other. There's a lot of chirping. There's a lot. Yeah, so it's fun. It's not, mean-spirited.
Sure.
They just want to beat each other really badly.
Let me know if there's any brushback pitches.
Yeah.
Or any bench warnings. Softball, let's stay on the diamond. 4 sections. They're undefeated first-place teams across the board. Warwick, 4-0 in Section 1. Solanco and E-Town are both 4-0 in Section 2. Solanco at E-Town Wednesday.
Solanco is undefeated overall.
Correct.
And coming off a league championship year
Correct.
where they got all the way to the district finals.
Solanco E-Town is a great rivalry. I think they're playing under the lights Wednesday night at E-Town Park. That'll be fun. Northern Lebanon. It's a diamond thing.
Yeah, they're good with the bats.
Yeah, they're good with the bats. 4-0. Vikes lead Section 3. Lancaster Catholic, as mentioned, with Nevaeh Kennedy and Haley Detz pitching and probably hitting home runs with her homer chain.
Every day they send in a box. She has a home run, it seems like.
She probably leads the league. Yeah. If she doesn't, it's probably Chloe Shirk at Elko.
I saw this stat.
Oh, my gosh. Elko has scored 183 runs. Shirk, as of the last time I checked, had 39 ribbies, which is a school record.
Yeah, a school record on April, whatever it was. 12th.
That's nutty. And she has 18 career home runs, which is a Raiders career record. Wow. What was the Elko score Monday?
Oh, I lost 32-14, 31-14, something like that. Every game has someone in double digits, and a lot of their games have both teams in double digits.
Wow.
So if you're going to watch Elko softball, carve out some time in your schedule because those games are not quick.
See, it was 32.
Yeah.
32 in a softball game.
They scored 32 against Lebanon earlier in the year, and they gave up either 31 or 32 on Monday.
Okay.
It's just insane. Like you watch the game changer stats, and it's like, wait
a
minute.
Double to left, single to right, 3-run home run.
Is that a real score? Is that a mistake?
Pitching change.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, keep an eye on softball. Hey, I mentioned that there's a playoff starting this week. LL Boys Tennis. They have reached their finish line. The final section matches are Tuesday, as we tape. Section 1, Township, undefeated 5-0. Hempfield 5-1. Section 2, Mannheim Central 6-0. LS 4-2. Section 3, Country Day 6-0. Anvil and Pequea Valley, each with 1 loss. So those will all shake out here. Team tournament starts Friday. in tennis. So there'll be real live playoff action on Friday. Wanted to mention these two guys. Mannheim Central's having a really good year in tennis. 6-0 in the section, and I think they only have one loss overall. Asher Bohr and Peyton Davis, 13 wins each in singles. I think that leads the league just from clicking around and looking. A bunch of kids had 10 wins, but Asher and Peyton each with 13 victories. What else you got?
We didn't talk about this. I guess it hadn't come out yet, but the All-State Girls Basketball came out.
Yes, it
and
did.
We had 4 Lancaster County
kids, Lebanon,
girls. Yeah. Why don't you give us a rundown?
Okay, that was Janae Patterson, repeat, AAA.
Pequay
Valley, well-deserved, 1,700 plus points in her career. I have to check and see if she's going to go to college and play. I know some recruiting people jumped on.
She might go play with another girl who was All-State.
Olive Brandt from Lebanon, 6A. Again, well-deserved. I mean, 6A.
Yeah,
the
that's
biggest
a big
girls
deal.
class. Yeah, I mean, there's 3 teams, so 15 kids to be one of the 15 in 6A in the state.
Without postseason.
Without a postseason for a team that went 8 and 14 or something. Right. So 24 points a game. Olive was fantastic. She's going to E-Town College, and I know E-Town College was kind of hot on Patterson's heels to come and play there. So I got to check and see where that's at. Don't know. The other 2 kids were CCAC kids. Courtney Good. We could fill up a book with Courtney Good stories. Yes. What an awesome kid. She made All-State, finished as Linville Hills all-time leading scorer, 1,300 plus points. She probably had almost 200 threes. Her final record was staggering. Did you see that with her wins between basketball and volleyball?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
It was like 170 between volleyball and basketball. Something crazy like that. 140.
Played in state championship games in both. Made the semis in volleyball and the quarters in basketball this year. That's amazing. An incredible run.
Just an amazing kid. And she plays in CCAC. I get it. We've covered them a lot more, and we've done a lot of Courtney Good stuff. But boy, if she was in the LL, I wonder where she'd stack.
Well, you could pair those Linville kids with the Pequay kids. They're all in the same area.
They are.
Just create a super team.
They are.
It's incredible how many basketball players there are in that part of the county to formulate 2 good teams like that.
And I got to check every time November comes around, like if any Linville kids are going back to Pequay or if any Pequay kids are going over to Linville. Quinn Demler from New Covenant Christian made it as well, single A with Courtney Good. Demler has 1,600 points going into her senior year.
So she'll be a 2,000-point scorer if she stays healthy.
I would assume.
She's already New Covenant's all-time leader.
All-time leader. I think she's at 1,607, and they have all 5 of their starters back for a team that went to the Sweet 16.
And won districts.
And won districts and went to the finals of CCAC. So that's really impressive. When's Boys All-State coming out? Have you voted yet?
I don't even have a ballot yet.
Come on.
We're dragging our feet here. I will say I voted for Olive.
Good.
And there's 2 ways to look at it.
Yeah.
I sometimes consider the entirety of their careers.
Yes.
I think
too.
I think that's worth recognizing. And she had an incredible run.
Big time.
This year was tough because Liliana Harrison and Kyla Correa were gone, and she had to shoulder the load. But she was a supportive player on championship teams and then the number 1 player. And I think that's worth something.
Absolutely. And Courtney Good made it as a sophomore. Didn't make it last year because Desi Smucker made it. Yeah. But Good was back on this year, and I considered that kind of a career.
Yes.
That's how I wrote her
bio.
I
think she was actually underrated by the voting process. Yeah. Because her numbers, partially because of the way they play, her numbers are not crazy.
No.
How many points a game was it?
Like 14,
Yeah,
15.
See that when you're voting, that's not going to make your eyes open. But if you watch her play, I think she could be a first teamer. She certainly should have been a second teamer.
Yeah, she had an unbelievable career. I would put Courtney Good's 4 years at Linville up there with a lot of kids.
Any recent girls athlete or boys athlete, the team success combined with the individual success is rare.
Yeah, and she's nice as pie. And she's so great to talk
they're
to.
Really at the end of the era after this. Yeah. She was the last link, her and Peyton Smucker.
Yeah, we'll see. I keep hearing they have kids in the pipeline, and We'll see. Linville's been great.
Same thing with Peckway and Janae. Janae's been an institution there, and it's going to be interesting to see them without her.
Yeah, you're taking 20 points a game out to start. So, all right, let us know when Basketball All-State comes out. Boys, please.
Yes, it'll be interesting. There are only 2 LL boys who were nominated as far as I know. And
For real?
I believe so. Timmy Hambright
Okay.
and Chase Hurst. And there were several CCAC players nominated.
I would think
I haven't seen the final list, though.
I would think Hurst is on there.
He should be, but
career
again,
award.
you never know. Like, he should be. I think if you... I mean, he played in the quarterfinals 3 of his 4 years in the States, and he only made the second round this year, but that's a good resume.
Well, they got housed.
When they went to Hamburg, the land of a million fouls. But yeah,
I think they just called another foul.
they did. He's up to 7 now. But yeah, he should. I mean, he should make it, 1, because they won the LL championship.
Yes.
And 2, because he ranks in the top 2 in every category in the history of his school.
Yeah.
Like, that's a feat. That should be recognized.
Behind his brother.
Behind his
much.
brother in points, yeah.
They won the national title, by the way. Did we discuss that?
They won the.
Lancaster Bible?
It was kind of. It wasn't the NCAA title. It was the.
No.
I don't know what it's called. The Christian Athletic Association Championship.
It's like NCC.
There's a lot of consonants in there. I think it's kind of like an NIT type of thing for the teams that don't make the NCAAs. It was that. It was that type of tournament.
That's a big deal. Yeah. A lot of LL guys, and they're getting more.
Yeah, they got Timmy and they got Chase coming, and they have Camden Hurst and several other guys.
Nice.
They've got Trey Grube, the 3-point specialist, and Daniel King, who played at Linville Hill.
Yes.
So a lot of local guys.
Good for those guys. I want to mention Charlie Krcmar.
Okay.
Conestoga Valley volleyball.
The boy without any vowels in his name.
Correct.
Right? Yes.
Yeah. Krcmar. His proper first name is Karel. Karel, but he's from Prague, Czech Republic, so he's got a little accent. So he kind of rolls the tongue. Fascinating kid. Came over here as an exchange student. His big sister was an exchange student in Australia. Had a great experience. So he said, "I want to travel the world. I want to be a world traveler, international athlete kid." And he landed in Whitmer.
Yeah.
Okay. And plays volleyball. Never played 6-on-6 volleyball before. He grew up playing 2-on-2 beach volleyball, and he was like on the Prague, Czech Republic national team. Finished second in like this big European competition. Comes over here, and he's been unbelievable for CB. 6'2", wiry, setter, could hit easily. He could play outside. Really good player. Oh, by the way, CB's 8-0, beat Mannheim Central. Alone in first place at the start of the week. They play Cocalico here on Tuesday night. Cocalico only has 1 loss. So if Cocalico can spring one at home, they would tie CV. So CV's been the upstart volleyball team this spring. 8-0. Bucks are playing great.
If you want to be impressed,
Yes.
talk to a high school exchange student.
Yeah. Oh, he was fascinating.
They're amazing. They go to these foreign countries and go to classes in a language that's not their native language, and they all prosper and excel. It's an incredible. Imagine if they sent you to like Latvia and said, "Go study chemistry." I would be lost.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know how they do it.
Totally smart. When I shook his hand, I said, "How's your English?" And he said, "I think I will be able to answer your questions." I was like, "Okay,
Yeah, very formal.
okay."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, I'm not going to throw this kid too many curveballs. I'll give him some easy ones." But he said he's having a great time. He loves the nature and the countryside of living over near CV, and he's been a heck of a story here on the volleyball court. Bucks 8-0. Hempfield is alone in first in Section 1. They're 6-0. End of the first round of section play ends here on Tuesday night in volleyball. Thursday night, round 2 starts. I wrote down nothing lacrosse. I'm sorry. Anything lacks
The big
on your
game.
mind?
Well, the big game on the boys' side is Penn Manor at Township, which
yeah.
is on the 17th, which is Friday.
Friday.
They play twice in 10 days.
That's right.
And the question is, Penn Manor's very good this year.
Yeah.
And they're 2 of the top 10-ish teams in the state.
Nice.
And can Penn Manor beat Township? Can they take that league championship away? Yeah. That's kind of the storyline until they meet, which is pretty soon.
Okay. And I'm sure Township girls are doing okay.
Township girls are still pretty good.
They're all right.
Yeah, they all start playing in first grade, and everyone else starts playing in 5th grade. So
pretty much.
It's like 4-year catch-up there.
Pretty much.
For a lot of places. A lot of places just don't have lacrosse at a young age yet.
No, we'll go more in depth with Lax next week. I think that's it. Anything else for the good? I think we're pretty good.
I think we're all set.
Okay. Hope you're enjoying the spring coverage. Please go on Lancaster Online. Everything is there first. Standing stats, box scores, all that, plus all of our stories. You'll see it there before you see it anywhere else. So please make sure you're going to Lancaster Online for all of our spring sports stuff. I think that's it. Good stuff. Okay. For Jason Guarente, Jeff Reinhart here, LFP and Lancaster Online. Thank you, Tyler. Get outside, folks. It's going to touch 90 this week. Enjoy all things spring sports. We'll catch you back here next week. Thanks.